Okay, so to begin with, you needed to put letters in these boxes. This showed me who practiced, who hasn't practiced. Modules are these things here. This is a module, this is a module, this is a module, and this is a module. The arrows represent variables, data. So let's have a look at the scenario. When the guarantee on a computer runs out, the owner can take out insurance to cover the breakdown and repairs. The price of the insurance is calculated. Okay. It takes into account the model, the age, and current insurance rates. Makes sense, right? Following an inquiry to the insurance company, the customer will receive a quotation letter with the price of the insurance. A program needs to be produced for all of this. So, send quotation letter. This will happen at the end of the process. Once everything's been calculated, this will happen at the end. So if you look at this diagram, this is our main program. The main program isn't to send a letter, so it can't be this one. This is the beginning. This is the next module, so it'll be here. This is the last module, so this is where we talk about sending a quotation letter. So, we've done that. This whole program is to do with which one of these remaining three. Is it just to calculate a price? Is it to produce an insurance quotation? Or is it the whole program just to allow someone to enter in computer details? Well, I'm hoping you would say C. This whole program is about producing an insurance quotation. So the main program, what it's about, is here. Now, we want to be able to calculate a price. But before we can calculate a price, so if we've got a calculator and I was to say to you, calculate the two numbers, I'm hoping you'll say to me, what two numbers are you talking about? Well, there'll be the two numbers which somebody would press on the calculator. And the calculator does not look like that, but never mind. So they click on equals, and it'll give them 7. So before the calculation can take place, we want someone to type in this case, all the information about the computer. So this will be D. Leaving this one being B, where we talk about calculations. So, this one is access to the premium rates database, and we'll talk about that in a second. Alright, now we're left with variables. What information do we need in order for us to produce a calculation on or for our insurance? Do we need customer name? No, we don't. It's got nothing to do with a computer. Email? No, we don't. Do we need the model of a computer? Well, yeah, it says it here. The calculation is a model of a computer, so I'm going to put the letter G down. What about the age of a computer? Yes, because it says it here. Age. What about a policy charge? Well, no, because we don't have that information yet. So it's got nothing to do with policy charge. What about policy number? Yes, because that will have our current insurance rates. So I'm going to put J down. So what will happen is this. The main program will load. It will then call upon this function, like we would in programming. We'll do input. I'm going to do CD instead of computer details. And that would have open bracket and close bracket, and that will call this function. This function will return 3 different values. So you know how to do return in a function. It will be return and then these 3 different variables, which would be model, age of computer, and the policy number, which will be sent to the main code. Also at the same time, we getting the premium rate sent to the main code. Now, B is where we do our calculations, our adding up. So what do we need in order to calculate? Well, we need a premium rate, and that's being sent for us already. So what two other things do we need for this calculation? Well, we need the model of computer and the age. That leaves us model of computer, which is G, it says it here, and the age, which is H. Done. G and H, done. Now, what do you think, once it's done its number crunching, it's adding up or whatever, in B, it needs to return something to the main code. So what is it returning here to the main code? If you go back to the question, we've got model, age, and current insurance rate. We want to work out the price. Another word for price is going to be charge. So it's a policy charge, which is going to be sent back to the main code. Finally, we're going to send all the information to the customer in a letter. But that letter needs to get data from our computer. So it'll be like, dear, now what information do we need from our variables to put on a letter? Well, or an email? Well, we need the customer name. So that is variable E. Well, we need their email address. So that'll be F. What else would a customer want to know? Do they really care about the age of a computer? No, because they should know that already. Do they need to know about the model of a computer? No, they'll know that already. What they'd like to know, though, surely, is their price. So the charge, what they're being charged, and also what their policy number is. And there we go.